In award fail news.
Uh-oh.
Submitted by a middle school student with ADHD received an award at an assembly which later got 2 teachers fired.
What?
Wow, what kind of award is this? Was it offensive?
Like the biggest...
Jackass award or something.
Yeah, or like something like, yeah.
Well, I gave you guys clues.
Biggest loser
ADHD.
The hyper award.
The most energetic award.
Because it got 2 teachers fired, so it's probably fucked up.
It says most likely to not pay attention.
Oh.
That's fucked up. They can't even control it. That's fucked up.
What the fuck? You're so fucking stupid.
Damn, dude.
Why are you giggling, David?
It is funny.
It's funny, but it's funny because it's so inappropriate. Like, why the fuck would you ever do that, you fucking moron?
Is this in front of the entire class?
Yeah, no, an entire assembly, the whole school.
That's like a kid in a wheelchair saying like the last to finish the mile run award.
That's fucked up,
Like so offensive. Like I'm like
Slowest runner award.
you know what I mean? Like that's why it's funny because it's so stupid.
I know. It's like unbelievable. Like,
Like
what were
why
they
would you
thinking?
do that?
It's like the kid with the lazy eye, and they're like the most not likely to see straight award.
The person who never looks you in the eye award or something.
That's fucked up.
So both of these teachers came up with this brilliant idea.
All I know is that what came out of this was that 2 teachers have been dismissed from the school.
Did they know that she had ADHD though? Or was it just like this disruptive student?
You have to tell the teachers, the school, like any medical conditions or pills or anything that they're taking.
Okay, because if it was like they didn't know and they just thought that this person was just a crazy kid.
No, so the mom was so upset when her daughter came home and saw her 14-year-old daughter came home.
But was she happy though? Yeah. Was she like, yeah, I
You
want
know,
a Grammy?
I was so like naive at a young age, and teachers were like gods. You know what I mean? Like what they said, it was like there's no other way of looking at the world. Yeah. So if they gave me something like that, maybe internally I'd be like, oh, this is weird, but okay, everyone's happy. Okay, yay, I got this award.
But what if you were like 17?
But this person's like 14 years old though.
Yeah, she's 14.
Yeah, I'd maybe get it if she was 4.
Because the award that I always got was either most humorous or most improvement. And so I would be crazy happy, right? But then my mom would tell me, you know what most improvement means, right? That just means you were the worst person and now you're not. So it's pretty much the same thing, but I was still happy when I got it.
Dad, that's what your mom said?
Yeah, because I didn't really improve. It's not like I got
Some
it.
fucking Asian ass shit, dude. Most improvement just means you did better than last time.
But it just means I went from an F to a D. Like I didn't like really.
But you weren't the worst person in class. A lot of people get most improvement awards.
Oh really?
I never got any fucking awards.
I think everybody gets the the participation award. Like we're just
I didn't
everybody.
even get that shit. I didn't even participate. I got nothing, dude.
I never got a
We
participation
never had
award,
that.
yeah.
Really? Or it's like
That's
something.
your generation.
You want to know what's so fucking funny?
Oh, that is the new generation.
Yeah.
Maybe.
My-
the
my
same
t-
generation girl didn't have that.
No, I don't know. It was like a school where it's just like it was
I've
an
heard of
award
it, though.
given to everybody.
Yeah.
I think our schools didn't have enough budget to print out that many awards.
The reason why I think I got a lot of teachers didn't like me was because I had the worst grades in class. Like I didn't do shit. Just fucking like cracking jokes all the
They're
time.
making them look bad.
You probably disrupted a lot.
Every time, no, I wasn't very disruptive. I just didn't do shit. I didn't want to do nothing because I thought it was fucking stupid.
I disrupted.
But on the star testing, I always scored the highest. So every fucking week, I would have a meeting about me. It's like, listen, he's actually not dumb. You know, he just doesn't want to do it. I said, I don't want to do it.
I had those meetings too.
Yeah, it's just like, because I think it's like frustrating for an educator. You know what I mean? It's like, just do the fucking work. Because it's not like we can't do it. We just think it's dumb. I don't want to do this.
But back then, they didn't know anything about ADD and ADHD and like how to, just teaching back then wasn't the same.
You'd be really cool though. What if we just gave him a fucking bicycle, like a standstill bicycle? You know, he's gonna expel all that energy.
Oh, there's a school that is trying that out and it actually works.
Yeah, see, that would help out a lot. It's just like, here, sit on the fucking bike. Oh, math. You know, like it would be great.
And that's why they were giving kids like those fidget spinners that now
Everyone has one of those motherfuckers now.
Yeah, but what happened with the fidget spinners? It did the exact opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Isaac's teacher in the after-school program, like she was just like, yeah, this sucks because like this is meant for like autistic kids with ADHD, like they can't focus in school, so they privately like do it, so then somehow it helps them focus in their schoolwork. And then now like everyone started having it, so it just defeated the purpose of what it was meant to do.
It's like they're pogs now. Fidget spinners are like the pogs of back in our day.
And they got tricks. People do tricks with them now.
The tricks are very nominal though. It's like,
Yeah.
You spin it. I've seen people spin like on their nose.
Yeah, but then you
I've
just
done
put
it
it
on
on your
my
nose. That's
forehead.
really
It's so
it.
easy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
But the little skateboards, that shit.
Tech decks.
Dude, the tech decks were dope.
That shit skills.
Fucking still can't do that shit.
I could do it with a pencil.
Were they that?
I was really good. I could grind and do all kinds of shit. I fucked up. That was called a push shove it. You know that was actual move. Bam, ollie.
I feel like you just like indented into your skin.
Yeah.
You lifted it up. You cheater.
Look, I did. I ollied.
So I'm not sure if the daughter did go home happy. There's no mention
I'm
of
pretty
that.
sure she did.
But I just know that the mom was just really upset because she's like, this is humiliating for my child. And then she was like, these teachers, they're constantly calling me, complaining about my kid that she doesn't pay attention in school, and then they're gonna give her an award for it. Like, that makes no sense. So she was just like,
Because the word seems sarcastic.
yeah,
Most likely to not pay attention.
yeah.
Maybe I'm just gonna give like a positive spin on this real quick. Maybe they have a dope relationship with the kid. Like they actually like, because like with me and my Japanese teacher, Sato Sensei, she fucking sent me to the corner to count to 100 in Japanese all the time, and I could not do it. But at the end of the year, even though I had a C in her class, she actually liked me a lot. And so we would always like talk and joke, and she would, clown on me all the time. But it wasn't like she was bullying me. We actually had like probably the best relationship in the class, even though I wasn't the best student.
But do you think she would have done that in front of an entire
All the time.
assembly? An entire
All-
assembly?
Assembly or in front of the class, it didn't matter. She clowned on me 24/7.
Because I feel like I understand that, but that's usually more like between the two of you. Like no one else really knows that you guys get along like that. Usually, like because I've had relationships like that with teachers too, but not like.
I'm just trying to
this.
give this person the benefit of the doubt because I do know that students have very specific relationships with teachers. Like Mr. Tabarez in high school, right? He called me David Slow. Like all the time. Every day, what's up, David Slow? Because I never showed up on time. So I mean,
Nothing's changed.
exactly. So I never really like got mad at that stuff. But he and I were very cool with each other. You know what I mean?
So I don't know how the daughter feels about it, but I just know that the mom got upset, so she brought it up to the attention of the school, and that's when the school took immediate action and said these teachers will not be coming back next year.
Remember when they had cartoons of kids like wearing dunce caps and sitting in front of the class and being humiliated? I don't think that happened in my generation, but I remember seeing it on cartoons and TV shows and shit. So they must have done it like, I don't know, like 10 years before us.
Yeah.
So they used to humiliate the fuck out of students all the time, right? So now it's like different. They don't do that no more because they realize it doesn't fucking help.
That's true. Because back in my first high school, Cerritos, our campus security were actual former correctional officers. So they dealt with gangsters. So when they saw us kid gangsters, like they never really took us really seriously. And one of them found out that I was a dub. So she would always go, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. What are you going to do? Rob a house? And then it was like they dealt with actual gangsters all the time to the point where all these little street gangs, they don't really give a fuck about them. And then that would embarrass me in front of my friends because in your little group, you think, okay, this is my clique, so I'm hella hard, but you're not. And I thought that was really, really cool. And I ended up being really, really close with her.
That is just me kind of thinking about like interpersonal relationships that you have with teachers. I mean, if that's not the case, it's not the case. But just to kind of put that out there, that there are relationships like that too, where the kid's not the best student, but they have really dope relationships.
But she was hurt by it, right? The kid.
That's the thing. I don't know how the
what I
kid's
wanna know.
reaction was.
We just know what the mom.
Yeah.
But I don't know. No matter what, if you have a condition, like let's say you're deaf, and then you get an award for least likely to fucking hear, or some shit like that, like a bad listener, like let's say you get, let's say your award is the bad listener, like bad listener award or whatever.
The round of applause award and shit.
Least likely to hear. Huh?
Doesn't fucking listen.
Yeah, the mom said this, quote, "My goal is to make sure that this horrible event never happens to another kid again. As a parent, it is my job to protect my child from being humiliated and bullied, especially when the bully is her teacher. Making fun of any disability is not acceptable."
Maybe it's because they don't view ADHD as a real disability.
Yeah, I think it's easier when you see like someone with no legs or no hands.
Can't speak, can't.
That's a disability because you could see it. A lot of conditions and stuff, they can't see it, right? So someone with ADD or ADHD, you just think they're being annoying.
Do people know the source of people who have ADHD or like what is the reason? Is that a chemical imbalance? Like what is it?
I had ADHD growing up and anxiety.
But during our time though, when that thing just came out everybody was labeling every fucking thing. Cause like kids just have energy. That's normal, right? Like kids are supposed to have energy, but then some kids just are crazy.
Yeah, I actually think they invented it because they gave me ADHD too, and I think they actually invented it because teachers sucked at teaching. So instead of blaming the teacher, it's just easier to single out the 3 kids that aren't learning the way that they want them to learn.
It was during a time when our school was like 40 fucking kids in one class and there's only one teacher and like both parents are working, no attention from parents, the home is fucked up. That's the, norm I think when we were growing up.
I mean, when I heard of other student stories about like them being diagnosed with ADHD, like their parents or their families would just refuse to believe that they have it, and they're like, "Oh, you're fine. Like there's nothing wrong with you."
That was my mom.
Yeah.
I'm glad my mom didn't give me no pills and shit.
Did they treat you any different when you were in school?
I had like David syndrome, where I'd fuck around all the time, not do any of the work.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But then when I took the tests, like I would kill
You
it.
did just say that.
So I would kill it on the tests, and then the teachers always found that weird, so they always bring me up to the assistant principal. Me and my assistant principal actually had a really good relationship. So they would bring in these evaluators, and then one of them I had to take an IQ test to figure out like what's going on, and then I also had to meet with the psychologist, and it was a psychologist for the school district, and she's the one that diagnosed me with ADD and ADHD, like both. And then I don't know if they treated me differently afterwards, but I do remember her recommending my mom to get me these medications, and my mom's holistic, so she's like, fuck that, you're not gonna. So she just started performing these exorcisms on me with incense.
Perfect. All right.
Hey, that's a lot better though, because I had a friend who's was on Adderall and she's taking massive doses and she's not a normal person.
Yeah.
Let me correct that. Not normal. Sure, her mind just doesn't operate in a way where people can relate to her. It's just gone.
It also kind of makes me wonder too, like if they had seen, let's say like you're in my case, right, fucking around, but clearly like when you do like these state tests and it shows that we do have a higher level of intelligence, like what would have happened if our parents really understood what was going on and they could have cultivated?
I wish they would.
Because I didn't know what to do, because we would do these tests, right? Dot, one of the first kids done, and I'm sitting there like this.
That was me. I actually took some SATs and I scored perfect on some of them.
Yeah. So
I'm like, this is easy, but I just wasn't taught in a way that was understandable to me. So I'm just fucking around, like clowning on teachers and shit.
Hey, what is going on, JK News fans? Hope you guys liked that episode. Remember to follow our personal social medias, and of course, if you want to watch more videos, my friends, you know where to go, you cocksuckers. Right up there.